Expression of interest over auctions. I do an expression of interest over an auction. I do a short campaign. The reason for that is in today's market, the buyer, look, generally we find the buyer within the first week or two. Traditionally, we've had a 4-week campaign, and why we do a 4-week campaign is because that's what they've done for the last 60 or 80 years here in Melbourne, and that's what they continue to do. Yet really deals can be wrapped up a lot quicker, and for the same result you could have gotten 4 weeks as you got in 2. An expression of interest is a lot more effective in today's market than an auction. I put it to somebody last night that right now an auction has a 50-50 chance of actually selling, and then when you break that down into apartments, it's a lot less than that. In certain areas, it's a lot less again. And predominantly when you fail at auction and then the buyers come through, they always say what happened at the auction, and it's always a burnt product. So expression of interest and a good negotiator will beat an auction today, hands down. And I put it to a vendor last night, you know, you've got a 50-50 chance of selling at auction. So I said, if you give me $10,000 or $15,000, let me go to the Crown Casino, put it on red or black, how would you feel about that? He laughed and said, not too good. Well, that's your odds at auction, you know. Just wrapped up a deal right now that was, you know, $150,000 above what the second person was, and that was through negotiation. I think in today's market, you've got to be a strong negotiator. You've got to know your market, and you can't be pushy with buyers. It's a buyer's market right now, and you've got to walk them to the finish line. A lot of real estate agents, almost all real estate agents, use this word transparency. I actually don't want to be transparent. I work for the seller, I don't work for the buyer. I'm a negotiator, and I think you've got to be strong in this market. So if it was a 45-second pitch, don't go to auction, don't roll the dice. Find yourself a good negotiator. I'm always available to do it, but it's not the market for auctions. And I think times are changing. We used to get our milk delivered door to door. I think everything has changed, but real estate, they continue to do the same thing, and it's done differently all over the world. I mean, if there's enough interest in your property, you will get that competition anyway, but you won't get this stigma that auctions have.